morning, and welcome to Mortgage Talk on Mondays with Mason Kealy. My name is Mason Kealy. I'm a mortgage specialist with RBC, and I believe that apart from your family, your house and / your mortgage is the largest investment you'll ever have. So it doesn't hurt to have a few, tips and tricks in your back pocket and listen to some of the market experts and see what they have to say. So today I'm going to be having Mr. Amrit Sura. He was the Rookie of the Year for 2021 for RE/MAX in the East Fraser Valley. And he's going to talk to us a little bit about the industry right now, what's happening. During COVID, everyone's kind of seen that the real estate market has been picking up. And he's hopefully going to give us a few insider tips. We'll ask him a few things about, everything from if you're looking for investment properties or if you're that first-time home buyer out there, what areas you should be looking in and what you should be looking for. So let's bring in Amrit. Hey, Amrit, welcome to the show on Monday morning. I appreciate you coming on and spending some time and wondering just if you could give us a bit of an update on what's going on in the world of real estate right now.
Thank you, Mason. Thank you for having me and inviting me to this segment that you're putting together. Informative, definitely, for a lot of the people out there. They're probably wondering exactly what's going on with the real estate world. It's a robust market at the present time. There is a lack of supply for sure. So, obviously, a lot of people are concerned about the second stage of the coronavirus. However, everybody needs shelter. So what we're finding is a lot of investors are also prepared to move their money and relocate new dwellings for their tenants and such. And then we're getting the first-time buyer activity, and you can help a lot of people understand as far as what the interest rates are doing, because I know a lot of the younger generation want to own their own places. So we're seeing all sorts of activity. So, and being that many things are, lacking supply, there's almost bidding wars on correctly priced homes.
Are you actually seeing bidding wars out there?
Absolutely, yeah. There's been a couple of properties in Mission which sold over 100 grand of asking. So anywhere between 50 to 100,000 people are paying a little bit more for that specific kind of unit, whether it has 2 kitchens or whether it has the ability to have the in-law suite as well, because that helps the younger generation take advantage of the lower interest rates, right?
So do you think like the areas that are having those bidding wars going on, or just competitive markets, is that hitting like the first-time home buyers as well, who are maybe looking for like condos or townhouses, or is that more like more expensive single-family dwellings?
I would say the single-family dwellings are finding multiple offers on it. As far as the condo and the townhouse market, they are also seeing a lot of activity, not as high on the asking prices at the end of the day, but they're still seeing a lot of attention, because as soon as it gets on the market, obviously within the peer group or the network, they're discussing what's up and coming. And a lot of people have a list of buyers looking in those specific areas. So I think the higher value is for single family dwellings as opposed to the condominium market, right?
So there's quite a rush then. As soon as something comes onto the market, there's like converging groups coming to this. I heard anecdotally from another realtor. He said there was a place that went on the market, and there was literally a line on open house day of people just wanting to come in and see it. Like, I think he said like 30 or 40 people in one day that wanted to go see the place.
This is something we have to be very, very watchful of is how these open houses or these viewings are taking place. We need to ensure that first and foremost, the safety of the public. People have to adhere by rules and regulations of that separation between each individual party. So they're limiting the number of people walking through at a time, right? So vacant homes are seeing a lot of action as long as they've got the window long enough to allow people to come back through, and then everyone has to have face masks and gloves. So from what I'm seeing, they're a lot of my peers, they've coordinated it well enough that even the lineups, they're sitting, waiting in their cars. You've got a number, and then you walk through, and then obviously, hopefully, somebody's successful at the offer stage, right?
Well, and hopefully now I think coming up in the first week of December, they're going to be making another announcement. The government's going to be making an announcement just regarding like whether we're going into even more of a lockdown with COVID. And I guess if that happens, that's not going to help the market either. It's probably going to be even less supply because people are. I'm guessing people are holding back putting their places on the market until all this COVID stuff's finished, right?
It's a unique scenario because you're still going to have show home ready vacant properties for people to book an appointment, have the individual unit for themselves to have a look through. Where I see the difficulty is on owner occupied dwellings or tenant occupied dwellings, where that will result in that particular property being on the market a little bit longer because people will need to get through, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And even on the banking side, I found most of the mortgages that I'm doing right now, I mean, there's a few for actual purchases, but a lot of people are taking advantage of the low interest rates right now, and they're doing switches. So, they might have a mortgage at BMO, for instance, and I'm a mortgage specialist for RBC, and they'll come to me and they'll say, hey, if I switch my mortgage over, can I get one of those really low rates? And plus, it's also an opportunity too for them to, extract some equity out, maybe pay off some debt, and lock it into that lower rate too. So I'm seeing a lot of those switches. And I'm seeing a lot of the new construction purchases, like you were saying, the ones that aren't currently occupied yet. So those are probably like 80% of the mortgages that I'm doing right now.
Well, that's great. It was good to hear that you won an award earlier this month. Congratulations for that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that was for partnering with our alternative mortgage solutions team. So I was very happy about that. That team works with all of our mortgage specialists, and they help us get people mortgages for homes that the people might not qualify for themselves. So, for instance, if like a client has maybe like really bad credit, or they've gone through a really messy divorce, or they lost their job, anything that, a situation would come up that the bank would just say, no, we're not interested. The AMS team, they take a little bit more of a realistic view, and they say, okay, look, you got a job, you hit a road bump, we're going to fund a mortgage to you, but the rates are maybe a percentage or two higher, right? So it's a little higher, but it still gets it done, and that's a good opportunity for some, right? So
okay, it makes an emphasis on putting people under shelter, right? So that's the major thing, and it's quite important, especially this time of era, as we've discovered, people may have some difficulties, but knowing that a lender can make things happen, it certainly helps.
Exactly. Well, and actually, you know what? Just funny to mention it. When I was introducing you, I think I said that you were the RE/MAX Rookie of the Year for 2021. And I believe it was 2020. So congratulations on that. Maybe I was doing forecasting for what you're going to do in 2021, right?
Well, hey, you know, you can only be a rookie once. So I think, as you know, we're growing together, and looking forward to you know, completing some more deals as and when they come.
Yeah, and I think the opportunities over the next couple years, there's going to be a lot out there. When people, I mean, generally people talk to me about rates all the time. They say, you know, like, what type of mortgage should I get? What's my best deal? And with that announcement that the Bank of Canada made, when they came out and they said, you know, because of COVID, because of our economy, they're looking at keeping our rates the same until 2023, because they don't see any major speed bumps until 2023. So that puts a lot of opportunity into things like variable mortgages, right? Like variable, you tend to get a lower rate, but you also run the risk. Well, I mean, you run the benefit that rates could go down, or you run the risk that rates could go up, right? But if the Bank of Canada is saying, you know, we're probably going to hold steady till 2023, it lowers the risk on a variable mortgage, and it makes it a little more appealing. So I've been telling people to go with that. I mean, you can always, if you're in a variable, you can always lock in at any time anyways, for most lenders. I won't speak for all lenders, but yeah, I've been recommending a lot of those, and the rates have been fantastic. You know, they're really low, but especially, you know, why so many people are switching, they're taking that advantage, right?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, people look at they have to analyze the type of risk they're willing to take on. For some, they'd be better thinking, okay, I want it fixed, as opposed to variable, because they're worried. But either way, I think having the option is necessary, and the right guidance at the right time. So no, I'm seeing a lot of the people that I've been interacting with, you know, a year and a half ago, coming to the table now, and ready to make things happen, right? So it's a long game, as you know. We prospect on a daily basis for you know, 1 or 2 years. Well, we reap the benefits 1 or 2 years later, as opposed to immediately, right?
Exactly. So, Amrit, just in closing, how can anyone viewing this get a hold of you if they're looking for a real good realtor to give them some good advice in this market?
So you can simply go onto my website, which is asura.remax.ca, or you can ring me directly, 778-999-1531. That's it.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Or you can ask any of Amrit's partners to recommend them. I'm sure a lot of the people that you work with are very happy. They get very happy customers out of your interactions.
Absolutely, we've had a few of those, right?
We sure have. Okay, well, thank you very much for making the time for us today, Amrit, and you stay safe out there.
Thank you so much.